Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Syphax, and I gotta record this part after the fact. Uh, so I'm listening to this podcast where eventually they're gonna talk about Star Wars, but about 15 minutes in, they start talking about how Austin and Alana completely missed what happened uh, down in DC. And I recorded the audio that you're about to hear the night before, but they were talking about how they were just busy with work, turned their phone off, and just, grinded out a day. Where I had the opposite effect. I saw it all happening, and it was all excruciating. It was so slow. Like, I've made this point a few times to a few people, but if this was like, a movie, this is like a plot point that gets resolved in anywhere from 20 to 45 minutes, and, it's clear. Where this was excruciating. That's the word we want. And it's just like, why is the National Guard not showing up? Where's the Capitol Police? Why is this happening right now? And it felt like it lasted the whole day. Where I think it was only 3 hours? It felt like maybe 10 or more. But yeah, I just wanted a quick blurb on that because I do not like sounding ignorant in these long videos and, avoiding current events. So go ahead and enjoy me ramble. And no, it's not going to be 40 minutes of black screen. 2:15 in the morning. About half an hour ago, I woke up from a nightmare that I wouldn't talk to a therapist about, or to the man who doesn't exist above us. Maybe the one below. Decided to take a shower instead of trying to go back to sleep, and just started ranting in my head, which I've done quite a few times over the years. In fact, I do it so much that when I do finally hit the record button, I often do not know what I have said, what I have not said, while the microphone is on. I know in the last one, I said one sentence because 2020 was just that fun. And I do not apologize about making that video 42 minutes and 13 seconds long. Don't worry, in this one, it's not going to be a 42-minute black screen. I've got some plans. Maybe there's gameplay in the background, maybe there isn't. There's plenty I want to talk about. I wish it was on in the shower, though. Damn, that was some r/shower thoughts with... There was a few threads going on in my head. Pokemon has consumed my life, and I didn't know anything about it 2 months ago. And you guys will see proof of that probably by, I don't know, mid-February, hopefully. And hopefully it stops soon. My God. I've often thought to myself and maybe criticized content creators who end up uploading less, and they say it's because they got a job, and I always thought, how hard is it to still just upload videos if you got a job? I'm talking, at least once a week, right? Not like, and some people literally just disappear off the platform. And I've come close to one of those people. When you work at home, literally 4 or 5 feet away from my bed, and you start at 10:30 or 11, 5 days a week, sometimes on the weekends because you're an idiot, and you know you're logging off around 7 p.m., you don't want to continue to sit at your desk and either play a video game or record a video. The only times I have had the drive to do it was to watch a movie with headphones or work on a spreadsheet for Pokemon, or I had the drive to edit a few Yu-Gi-Oh videos, which hopefully I can keep doing before another ban list drops, because fortunately this ban list did not ruin all my Yu-Gi-Oh replays, or to create some edits. I uploaded 3 right around Christmas. If you haven't checked them out, please do. One of them is a complete remake of a video I did in 2015. I think like one of the songs or scenes kicks in like a second earlier, and there might be like 2 or 3 other changes, but everything else, in the beginning there's a few changes, but I tried to recreate it as closely as I could. I didn't want to Star Wars that shit or George Lucas it. Shout out to George Lucas, just never being satisfied with his content. And then I made another micro movie, I guess, that was blocked by YouTube for about a day, and then they unblocked it. And then I made a video dedicated to someone special out there, and they're pretty good. Rented them all in 4K. They look good. My dream job is still to create either promotional content for films or a TV show, or maybe even edit the movie themselves. That sounds daunting. Or to just, put together the quick highlight tapes during live productions of like sports or esports. That would be so ideal. I'm so critical of when they show highlight packages from like Overwatch League. It's like, why are we looking at this? Let me decide what the viewer sees in between the games, please, and pay me to do it. That's my dream job. That's number 1 out of everything else. But as much as I enjoy editing trailers, I hate watching them. So, when I eventually end up going over some movies later, I'm going to try to keep it as spoiler-free as possible. The worst thing you can do is read the synopsis before watching a TV show or a movie. The easy counter is, how are you supposed to know if you like it? Just look at the cover for a few seconds. You'll see who the main character is. You'll probably recognize the actor. And click play, man. It's just, maybe don't actually, in fact, no. You don't need another genre. Genre can spoil things. And it's not like, ruin. It's just let the director and the crew just take you along the journey for 2 hours as fresh as possible. Let them do the job. Don't let the dude who wrote the 2-sentence synopsis do the job. Let the millions of dollars and, the months it took to make the movie, let that tell the story. And the reason storytelling in movies are so much on my mind lately are because we've got a problem with the world and it ain't going away anytime soon. There's a virus out there. It's just like, when are we gonna have to take these masks off, man? 2022? Is the vaccine gonna work? Are there gonna be horrible side effects we don't know about with the vaccine? How fun it would be if we ended up spawning like zombies. That'd be great. That leads into a point that I'm wanted to make sure I was gonna remember. So I'm glad I just thought of that. Because I don't like ever these are never scripted. I might write down like 3 or 4 points I want to make, but I've read from a script like once, and that was from a Call of Duty Ghost video, which is actually really good. I like that video. But I don't know if this matters as much as to you all as it does to me, but you ever notice how in apocalyptic movies or TV shows, obviously the world that they're living in is horrible, but there's like a fine line of would living and prospering even be worth it? There we go. This is what I wanted. A lot of times, it's just not fucking worth it. Like in so few of these societies. Okay, I don't know if all of these really fall under this genre I'm talking about. I also haven't seen a lot of these. Aha! Book of Eli. Would you want to live? No. Rain of Fire. Look at that cover. No. I Am Legend. Most certainly not. You know, The Walking Dead is easily the best example. Just watched Love and Monsters, even though that says monster problems. No, I wouldn't want to live. There's no desire. Why would you fight to survive in a situation that The Walking Dead presents? And whenever I'm convinced that I wouldn't want to live, it's hard for me to root for and to care about these characters. Fury Road is another good example. Like, I don't know. Snowpiercer, good God, that's a great example. Fuck that world. But yeah, it's really hard to talk about without spoiling anything. So, but yeah, shoutouts to coronavirus. Shoutouts to us still having to wear masks. Shoutouts to the fools who still aren't, and recording themselves trying to make a point. iDubbbz's video about anti-maskers was phenomenal. Yo, Mike. Current Mike, future Mike, past Mike. What's going on with this jump, man? Is it that hard? Yeah. Damn. So, while we're indoors, you know, just consuming media, might as well talk about the other media to consume, which is something that I have not been doing much at all. Nice. Video games. I had like 3 quite long sessions of Cold War. I guess mid-November? And I know like at least 3 of you wanted me to talk about it. And, well, I guess here we go. Haven't played it since that video either. Maybe there's been gameplay in the background. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the editing of this video, but man, this game. It was the first time I bought a Call of Duty new since Black Ops 3. So, then up until Black Ops 3, I had basically bought all of them except for Ghosts new. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Was Infinite Warfare before or after Black Ops 3? Because I did not play that one. I think it was after. But, man, I never thought that I would fall on this side of the line of an argument or idea, but unfortunately, I am against the skill-based matchmaking in this game. And it's not even that, like, I don't like the competition and then I only like to stomp, people who literally have no concept of what they're doing. It's exhausting playing this game. It is by far the most exhausting multiplayer game I have ever played. Public matches all feel like 6-on-6 like league play or game battles. I can't think of one game I played where there was a player in the game who literally didn't belong. Doesn't matter the gamer tag, the level, what guns they're using. All 12 players are fucking nuts in every single game. I carry maybe less than 1 in 10 games, and that, my friends, is a foreign experience, especially on Call of Duty. I've almost exclusively played Hardpoint, and besides the weird scoring system with like kill streaks being everything, I feel like I am never doing enough. Like, there was 3 games I remember at a 10 game streak. My average score per minute in 7 of them was like maybe less than 250, which is horrible. It's basically a 1.0 KD. And then the other 3, it was like, I think just below 700. I was destroying. I think we only won, I think maybe we won 1 or 2 of them. The only maps I feel competent on are the Moscow one. I think it's called Hotel. No? I don't know. And then Crossroads Strike, the snow one. Those ones feel like Call of Duty maps, and the other maps do not. But back to the SBMM. It's fine in video games. You just gotta have a social and a ranked. Social should be best connections possible and just random pickup games. Now, I don't know if everyone's internet or if the game servers have gotten good where connection isn't even a priority anymore. Because I feel like I haven't really been lagging at all in this game compared to like, if Black Ops 1, if you're on 3 bar, good luck, and then 2 bar, it's like, okay, this is unplayable, where that doesn't happen on this game. But I mean, just every single game, it's like, I played a majority of my games with Wrath, and we'd have like a party of 3 or sometimes a party of 4 in our team, and then there'd be either 3 2-stacks or 2 3-stacks or whatever. And then a lot of times you'd have to mute the game chat because everyone's calling out. It's like, no. I don't want to call out. I want to hear footsteps. Be quiet. Speaking of footsteps, the perks and the game itself. Let's let's see. It's like, I feel like your character is complete trash until you get access to the wild cards. All of the wild cards are unbelievable. I'm sure Overkill is very good because it also gives you 2 perks in one slot. I think there's Greed, where you can have 6 perks instead of 3. Obviously, for pubs, that one is bonkers. And then there's one where you get 8 gun attachments. What the hell was that? Instead of 5? First of all, 5 attachments on a gun. I didn't play Modern Warfare Online. Well, actually, I played Warzone for like 6 minutes, but since when did they turn so many perks into attachments? Like, the whole game is just attachments. And then there was double XP when the game first came out, and double weapon XP. And now it's like, if you want to try out a new weapon and you come in with iron sights and no weapon perks or attachments, oh my god. When all 6 players in the other team all have perfect weapons, holy shit. Oh, it gets hard at that point. It's not fun. It's not fun trying to level up a new gun. And the maps are just not good. And I've been playing on Xbox One too, and I got on Xbox One because my thought process was, there's about a 75% chance I'm gonna hate this game, and I'm gonna trade it back in, or even sell it back and make my money back. Where if I get it on PC digitally, it's $60 no matter what. So, I got it on the launch Xbox One that I still have, and it's still kicking. I don't know if I average 60 frames. The game is ugly as fuck. The opening cinematics look like, sometimes, I swear to God, sometimes they look like very good PS2 graphics. Or like early 360 stuff. Like you can literally see the pixels and it just does not look good. And with these maps and with my frame rate issues, it can be so hard to like just see an enemy. Cartel, I want to like Cartel, but those bushes in the middle of the map make it, for me personally, almost impossible to just win a 1v1 in the middle of the map because I can't see my enemy. I've always had bad vision on Call of Duty. Like on Modern Warfare 2, I couldn't see shit. On Overgrown, I'm slightly colorblind with like red-green, maybe more than slightly. I just learned this while doing like basic Google colorblind tests. You know, I remember on The Division, I always thought that I was getting the yellow rare material, and the whole time it was the green one. Like, I have trouble, so just being able to identify shit on this game can be very difficult. If I find the time, I want to follow the pro scene, but man, my free time has been just divulged, is that the right word? Into very strange things recently. Like basketball is back, and I've watched like one game, unfortunately. Haven't played or watched Overwatch since the grand finals. I've been watching a lot of anime, and you know, I have my links in my description for every video, and you guys should check those out if you want. Before I turned into a bookkeeper in September, I really enjoyed categorizing stuff. So I've got three main ones. You know what? Since we're on the topic of video games still, let's look at my video game list. I did get a Nintendo Switch. There's still water coming out of the shower head, and I can hear it through the fucking door, through the headphones, which my hearing is cracked out compared to my other senses. Like, I can't smell for shit, and I can't see very well. Except for when I'm, like, editing, I feel like I can see well, but my sense of hearing is god tier. And Ghost and Ninja are in the same slot, so you can take that however you want. Alright. Got a Switch. I've only beaten 2 games on the Switch, and that's Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Country 2. Very enjoyable. One day I'm going to actually go through the clips that I recorded in that game, because the old school games that you can play if you pay $20 a year with their subscription service, you can there's a rewind and save feature. You can rewind up to a minute, and you can freeze where you are at the game. So instead of, saving and then reloading the game, you're at a campfire and you load. No, it's literally the frame you were. So if you're, if you save in the middle of a jump versus a boss, and then you get hit, you can either load that or press the shoulder buttons and go back 5 seconds to where you were. And I've literally kill changed myself a few times, where within like a 7-second span, I probably killed myself maybe more than 7 times, because I die, go back and die, go back and die, go back and die. Like, it's very entertaining whenever I did that. So I beat both of those games absolutely abusing that mechanic, because it was basically impossible to lose. Every time I got hit, I just go back. So I think I finished with like 60 lives. Oops. Very fun though. Alright, so this is an ABC order. This is an ABC order. And it's sorted by completed, on hold, good meme, dropped, and planned to play. It's pretty accurate. I think the last time I went through this was like October. So, alright, from the top, what do we got? I don't remember this game at all. 1080 snowboarding. Great meme with Army of Two. One of those games that is absolutely dedicated for co-op. Played it by myself, unlucky. Assassin's Creed, I very much enjoyed the Ezio storyline. And then we will see in dropped, I have Assassin's Creed 3, and I basically haven't touched that franchise since. How do I want to do the scroll wheel? Or, yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender was an amazing instant 1,000 gamer score in like 5 seconds. Perfect GameFly game. Backbreaker, good meme. Made about $2,000 off that game because of YouTube. Then you have the Arkham games. One of the best franchises ever. The first 2 are outstanding, and then the third one was made by a different studio and was very good. And then a point that I will probably make for the rest of my life. To quote Angry Joe, they done fucked it up. Somehow, someway, everything manages to fuck it up in the end. From video games to anime to movies, even like fucking sports players will fuck up their careers at the end. Hey Jordan, your last shot as a Bull was a game winner in the finals for your second three-peat. Why did you play in Washington? And that's not even a good example because no one even cares that he played in Washington. You rarely get a John Elway ending, and I've seen John Elway play literally less than one game, so I don't even want to talk about somebody like him. Brady has a chance, but like, oh, it's so hard to find something where they didn't choke at the end. The third act is honestly, like, usually one of my go-to examples for a great ending to something is Harry Potter. But then you look outside the universe and you have Fantastic Beasts, which I'm sorry is a waste of money so far. And then I've heard that the continuation of the Harry Potter storyline of him being older that J.K. Rowling worked on is terrible, and her on social media is just a whole different story in itself. So even when the specific franchise ends basically perfectly, they still find a way to fuck it up. And Batman, I'm sorry you had to trigger this mini rant, but let me turn my mouse on. Why with the car? Why was the car the whole game? Why was Deathstroke a car 1v1? Why? Why? And the game looked so good too, and they fucked it up. Battlefields, never really were my thing. You're gonna see, okay, first of all, you're gonna see a lot of 10s. On this site, 10 is like masterpiece. I think 9 was like outstanding or something, and then 8 was very good. 7 was good. 6 is fine. 5 is average. 5 being average is, I don't know if that's unique or not. I don't know where I'm going with that. 4 was bad. I think 3 is very bad. 2 is like horrible. And then 1 is like unplayable, I want to say. Just off the top of my head, that's the scoring system. And I will often overrate things all of the time. Like 10 isn't high enough for a game like, is there something on here? This would be higher than a 10. And probably Borderlands 2 as well, maybe? I don't know. We'll get to some games that are higher than a 10. But like 11, 12, the sky is the limit, usually with how I rate things. But of course, with the system, I can only use 10. So, Bioshock games, excellent. I want to play Blur again so badly. Like, it's. I think the only way to find this game is like a PC disc, maybe. They were like, they had to take it off of all the digital platforms like they did with Marvel 3 a long time ago. It's so hard to find this game. Borderlands 3, fucking choke. Love Burnout. Call of Duty. We're back to Call of Duty. Okay. Now, we can't sort this by year, unfortunately. This might be a very... So we're gonna go through one by one. Okay, Call of Duty 2. Based purely on the campaign. It was a decent campaign. It's a 6. Or, wow, good meme right there. It could be a 7. It is a 7, in fact. Can I read? Probably not. Straight into Call of Duty 4. The 2007 version. I gave it a 5. This is regarded as like, what, the holy grail? This or Modern Warfare 2 are like the holy grails of FPS and just like modern gaming, online gaming, console gaming, whatever. This game fucking sucks. It's so dated. And so is Halo 3, but we'll get to age sooner or later.
This game is so fucking dated. Just from the game modes to like the spawns and the maps, and just too many overwhelming negative memories of just bad players and bad deaths and choking montage clips and losing games I had no business losing, and just La Vaca Chente. Just too much stuff like that completely overshadows the fabulous time I had in this game. The narrative for TCG on why this game went to shit is, we like to believe in the probably myth that before Modern Warfare 2 and YouTube influenced everything, people ran around a lot and just not played for fun, but played aggressively. And then we think, maybe just I, but I think it's more than me, we think that with the YouTube community blowing up in Modern Warfare 2 and kill streaks being so important and staying alive and getting a nuke and all that, it like infected the Call of Duty community. So when we go back to this game, which we did plenty, oh my god, people would camp and just hide in quarters and play bad and not get penalized 24/7. A map like Crash or Vacant, players would absolutely take the L and not go for B flag, and they would prefer to sit up in the building that overwatches B flag and play for their kill streaks while, down 170 to, 63 or, whatever in domination, and like the game's fucking over, but some guy with an M16 is it's hard to describe without footage, but and I'm not even talking about the blue room. I'm talking about the building that's in the spawn. And then you can go forward, and to the right is that really long sniper alley, or to the left you go down that hill that's like, 5 feet of decline, and then the chopper's right there, and you've got that head glitch wall. We're talking about the spawn building. I've legit played against people who've gone on like, next to 10 KDs who not once left that building, and they just sat in that building the whole time. And it makes Domination. Domination might be my least favorite game map ever. 3 plots where you have to control 2 to basically win. I fucking hate Domination so much. Oh, and in Destiny, we'll get to Destiny. We're close to D, but I hate Domination. Fucking hate Domination. And then Headquarters has been killed in Call of Duty. Hardpoint wasn't in this game yet. There's no reason to move. The Modern Warfare 2 made it so players realized that they didn't have to move. That's the thesis. We're on to the next one. Advanced Warfare. I spent $60 in this game. The multiplayer, the jetpacks. It's gonna be a no from me, dog. Tried to play the campaign. This is pre-Kevin Spacey disappearing from the planet, and my game crashed about... No, actually, my game did not crash. I accidentally shot a friendly like 6 minutes into the tutorial mission, which I think was the second mission where like you're introduced to the compound, and it made me start from the beginning, and I was like, no, I didn't get a checkpoint. I didn't want to listen to all that again, and I never played the campaign again. Oops. I'm not sure if I've talked about these points already, if this is all rehashed, or like if I've done this already, so I'm just rambling. Black Ops 1. I don't know if I said Call of Duty 4 is the worst aged game ever, but I mean, Black Ops 1. I gave it a 1. I rewatched my Black Ops 1 is a dated pile of shit video. I remember before making this list, when it came to Xbox One, I put over 20 days into this shit. Unplayable online. Unplayable. Your bullets are constantly you're constantly 3 to 4 bullets behind. It's unplayable with that connection. Complete dog shit. Black Ops 2, the holy grail of Call of Duty. One of the minor complaints that I have, though, is simple stuff like the tree on raid is there specifically to block pre-nades, even though there's like a 10-second timer where nades won't blow up in the beginning of the game. Stuff like that affects competitive stuff. It's like, okay, did you get naded that much on Call of Duty 4? You fucking loser. But it's like Black Ops 2, lightweight hardened dexterity with a sub or an SMG with stock, or with an assault rifle with stock. Just running around with, like, you know, UAV, counter UAV, Blackbird. That's peak Call of Duty. This is the best Call of Duty. It's not close. Black Ops 3, I don't know who or how Pat and I discovered the Brecci, but probably the most underrated gun in Call of Duty history. Semi-auto shotgun with the movement in that game. You see somebody, you hit the left paddle on your scuff, and you double jump, and you shoot them with your shotgun. That was that entire game. I remember losing a lot of games that I had no business losing, and that's probably why it's a 7. Never played the campaign of either of these, no factor. Call of Duty Ghosts. I'm pretty sure I told this story before. This game came out with the new systems. I did not get it. And then summer of 2014, I remember it went on sale on Amazon, and I got it for like 18 bucks. Played it over a weekend. Recorded some absolute fails. I was so rusty and so bad. Got to like maybe level 20. And I ended up turning into GameStop, I think, on that Sunday night for like 21 bucks. So I made $3. Horrible game. Modern Warfare, completely based on the campaign. The direction, or, you know, the director of the campaign did a very good job. The cinematography is very good. I actually cared about what was happening in the missions and in the cutscenes. Highly recommend. Very good campaign. This seems high. A 4 seems high. What am I doing giving this a 4? Let's see, why is this not lower? You ever just listen to your parents pee in the middle of the night? Damn, I'm out of water. Alright. I just realized I've been doing this for a long time. This is going to be a long video, but let's keep it going, huh? So, why did I give Modern Warfare 2 a 4? It is indeed a bad game, but I feel like it's worse. A lot of positive memories, but so many negative ones. I feel like I'm too fixated on this one. It's not a good game. Like, I'm not trying to give it more credit. I'm trying to figure out why it's not like a 3. But it definitely is worse than the remastered one that we're looking at right now. Just all of the glitches, they never got patched. One-man army's still in the game. It's still in the game. Why? And they took out Juggernaut. And that was the end of that. Man. Stopping power. No counter. Just so good. I'm not okay. I'm done. No. Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3 I have above Modern Warfare 2. I remember when we were doing this in our Discord call.
This is only higher than Modern Warfare 2 because of how satisfying the specialist system was. Once you get all of your perks and you can move a little bit faster, and you've got all the weapon attachments that you could just somehow get. You couldn't get like a silencer mid-streak, but you could get like focus or like, I guess maybe there was like, I think one of them was called kick. Oh, it's been a while. I think steady aim, that was a perk. But yeah, once you get your specialist streaks, you're trying to get a Moab. Very fun. Also, would always end very frustratingly, but like free for all and the specialists, we'll give it a 5. The remaster, I fucking hate this game. Playing this game on stream was literally masochistic. Is that a word? I think it is. It's 3 a.m. I went to sleep twice today and I couldn't go back to sleep and I had a nightmare. Like, forgive me. Warzone. I literally played it for less than an hour. I don't even know why I gave it a 4. It could be any rating, honestly. World at War. I remember making a video saying that this was the best Call of Duty Online experience, and I was wrong. So, forgive me. World War II, strictly based on the campaign. It's okay. It's fine. That's what a 6 out of 10 is. Fine. Another achievement game, maybe the worst port of all time. Crackdown. Like, as much fun as you could have co-op as like any other game. Crackdown 2, we often complain about sequels changing the previous game too much. This game, all they did was take Crackdown and add zombies. They didn't even change the map like at all. This game fucking sucks. It was the complete opposite of changing too much. They didn't change anything. Complete joke. And then Crackdown 3. I paid $1 for this game and it was stupid fun. Stupid fun. Not a good game though. Just very, very easy. Like on the hardest difficulty, it was still really fucking easy. The guns in this game were really fun. It had like elements like Borderlands where you needed to use a certain weapon against certain enemies. You could hold like 17 weapons. I don't know if that's true. The online for this game, co-op wise, I couldn't connect to Pat. We both lived in Maryland and I'm playing on a wired connection and we couldn't play co-op with each other for more than like 10 minutes without the game crashing. Terrible. PS2 stuff, Fire, Cuphead, unbelievable game. Some of the best graphics, just one of the best looking games ever. Dante's Inferno, I played that maybe in 2020. Very fun game. Destiny is another big hero we gotta talk about. I gave it a 4. Wow, I went below a 5 on Destiny. No imagination, single player wise. Right? Like, just no imagination. Shoot yellow armored boss in head. That was everything, excluding the raids. That was everything. And then the raids, unfortunately, I never got to do one without playing with somebody who knew what to do, so I never got that experience of trying to figure it out. And then the raids ended up just turning into us trying to get 6 people in a Skype call. I'll never forget the night that we did, what's his name? Oryx? Maybe? You could drop in, drop out in raids, and I'm pretty sure we had, at one point, you know how, man, this is a weird sentence so far. We had 13 people participate in one raid. And I think at one point, I had
talked in an Xbox Live party chat and 2 different Skype calls. There was like the Skype call of like people I actually knew, and they were shit talking everyone else. There was a Skype call to people I didn't know, and it was kind of awkward. And then there was the Xbox Live party chat of trying to get the other people to replace the people we were shit talking. And not even close. Actually, I don't think I ever did a raid where all 6 people were communicating. I hope we did. And that just sounds awesome. So, and then there's the multiplayer. So I don't know if I have the time right now to do the multiplayer of Destiny. I lost a Clash game where we got 12 more kills than the other team. Clash is team deathmatch. We got 12 more kills than the other team and we lost. So we're on to the next one. Didn't even play Detroit Become Human. Literally sat next to Pat when we played it. Just phenomenal game. One day I'll play it, and I'm going to literally play the game of exactly what I would do in that situation. I'm gonna try to keep it as accurate as possible. There's gonna be some aggressive decisions. I alluded to this earlier. Donkey Kong games are so much fun. Dust, one of the standout games. I've bought in this game so many times. Just absolutely phenomenal. Anything else here to talk about? I've never been more scared playing Fear 2 in certain levels. Far Cry is usually decent co-op wise. It's just stupid fun, but not very good games. Far Cry 3 is a standout, so is Blood Dragon. Gears, alluding to the point I made earlier, just always goes to shit. The first one's awesome. The second one is one of the worst games ever. The third one is awesome. And Judgment and Gears 4, waste of money. Ghost of Tsushima, bought this game a few weeks after release. This is the last game I've basically played, I think. Single player wise, besides Donkey Kong? Yeah, I played this game at the end of August before I got my bookkeeping job. It's like the most respectful game of all time. Sucker Punch made Sly Cooper, and they made this. They're 2 of my maybe 10 favorite games ever. The first God of War I don't remember at all, but the 2018 God of War I played in April of 2020. Right? Yeah. Right during coronavirus. The camera never cuts. You click play, and the camera follows you from start to finish and flows between cutscenes and over your shoulder. The camera does not cut. As a film nerd, just saying that enough, this game is like a 25 out of 10. OG GoldenEye, okay, oh god, we got Halo. Let's talk about Halo. Okay, Halo 2, it's hard to talk about Halo 2 because I'm so like naive when it comes to the multiplayer. But this design of Chief and his armor is my favorite, just barely above Halo 3. Everything about this game, I don't mind the Arbiter missions. A lot of backtracking, but I still love it. Halo 2 Anniversary, he looks so good. They just need to make a movie using that engine. And it would, oh my god, it'd be awesome. Halo 3, this could be a 3, honestly. Okay, this balances it out. Halo 3's the regular game modes and game settings have not aged at all.
This game is borderline unplayable without the MLG settings. Fucking love ODST. Halo 4. Okay, why do either of these not have a 1? Halo 4 had good hit detection. Is that the only thing 343 did well? They took out D-scope? Why'd they take out D-scope? Why is every map white? They made sprint standard? We're not going to do a Halo 4 rant right now. And then Halo 5. Pat and I played the campaign over the summer, maybe? One of the funniest experiences I've ever had in a game. Easily the worst mission of all time. You walk around for like 12 minutes and like press 2 buttons, and we got 50 gamer score from it. Just activating dialogue stuff. Like, top to bottom, this game's dog shit. It's not a 1 because the co-op connection was absolutely insane, and it had really good connection. That's why it's not a 1. The enemies in the campaign move at 30 frames a second, while everything around you moves at 60 frames a second. Just, I don't want to talk about Halo 1 right now. Halo Reach is dog shit. Halo Master Chief Collection will always be like franchise, not franchise-wise, launch-wise, not even launch-wise, because it's been, has it been 6 years now? It's been 6 years. Almost 6.5 years since MCC came out. You can't say it's the worst thing ever, because that's not true. But within, media of movies and TV shows and video games, it's just, it's the worst for me. It is the worst. It's the worst thing ever. I'll say it. Okay. Horizon, unbelievable. I despise the Injustice games purely for the campaign and the story. The plot of these games literally happens because the Flash wasn't fast enough. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'll never forget this. My dad told me this years ago. Flash can run, move, whatever, at the speed of light, okay? How can you think about how fast that is? The speed of light is like going around the globe 7 times in 1 second. So, what could he have done? Or how far did he need to go if he wasn't fast enough to get there in time? And then of course there's stuff like, okay, well if he actually did run that fast, he would create shockwaves around him and probably destroy the planet, but that's besides the point. The plot of these games are because he wasn't fast enough to save Lois, and the Joker killed Lois, and then Superman turned into Angry Boy.
Baldy said remember to... Ah, there we are.
Mr. J, it works! Oh! Uh-oh.
Back to the van, Harley. Bats and I need to talk.
But... Oh!
Go! No one likes a third wheel. Batman! My coup de coeur. My pomme de frite. I knew that ape Deathstroke couldn't kill you.
Too bad for you.
Why so jumpy? I merely took it off standby. It's this button you've got to worry about.
There they are. Keep him talking, Bruce.
Don't wait for us, Barry. Go!
You Push that button and 8 million die.
8 million and 2, darling. I was going to enjoy the fireworks from a safe distance. But now that you're here, what say we have one last dance? What the hell's the matter with this thing? This is somehow your fault.
Metropolis, and yet...
Maybe I was too sentimental before. I'll be fine without you.
Where? Where is it? Where?
I'll be happy to see Green Arrow die again. Wonder Woman, Green Arrow, now Hal Jordan. I need him.
Yes, I met a couple of our evil twins.
They're not evil.
So unsatisfying. You're telling me you're telling me all of them choked here? This shot, it's like a similar nitpick to when you see somebody reacting to bullets coming at you and like they move out of the way. I always hate that. Like it works in the Matrix for like one of the most iconic shots ever, but when certain things aren't fast enough, it doesn't sit well with me, man. I don't like this. Back to the list. One of the GOATs. Killer Instinct, phenomenal. Kingdom Hearts 2. This is all nostalgia. This entire rating is nostalgia. Played this game again back in 2019 for like 20 minutes, and it was a 1, so I'm not sure about this rating at all. This could easily be less than a 5, but surprisingly, the third act was actually very fun, and I enjoyed it a lot, where the game as a whole was not very good, unfortunately. Don't want to talk about the Maddens. Mario Kart and all Mario products are just the best. I gave Mass Effect 3, even though, of course, the meme, the red, blue, green, you know, choosing one of those, even though they said it wasn't going to end like that. Of course, this single player isn't a 10, but I think I put 800 hours into the PvE and spent almost that much money to opening packs, so I'm still upset that I got banned because of Destiny shit talking, and I can't go back and play Mass Effect 3 online with all the gear that I had. I had so many Onyx weapons at level 10. Oh my god, it's annoying. Okay, what else we got? I'm sure Phantom Pain. This is probably too high. I'm not a Metal Gear Solid guy, obviously. The Middle Earth franchise is so good. Mirror's Edge 1, phenomenal. This game you would consistently play at less than 30 frames. An Xbox One, this was like an 18 frame experience. Love the Naruto games. Always like the Need for Speed games, even though I've only played a few of them.
Ori games are so good. Ooh, Overcrotch. You notice that there is no Overwatch for Xbox One. Prison Break. My God, so bad. Underrated game here. Rayman Legends. I've 100%ed this game 3 times. Absolutely insane. All 3 times. And the most recent time was when we moved from Arizona to back to Maryland the summer of 2017, and I was using my grandma's internet, and she was our neighbor for about a month, and she had like a 1 download, so you can only imagine what her internet was like as her neighbor. So I decided to play Red Dead again offline and get 100%. So much fun. These 2 Resident Evils are insane. I want to play the other ones. Not Resident Evil 6 though. Ooh. Ugh, terrible game. Sekiro. Oh my God. I can't say enough good things about Sekiro. This is another nostalgia ranking. Sly 2 is like top 5 all time for me. Sly 4 is a total choke. This is another one we can talk about. For me personally, probably the most fun overall PvP experience out of any game I've ever played. Star Wars Battlefront Next Gen. I felt like a superhero. I maintained like a 3.6 KD, and there was that about 3-week grace period where the combination of Berserker, Adrenaline Stem, and Bacta Bomb basically turned your character into a tank that would one-shot everything. The game was so flawed that at 129 HP, where everyone else had 100, I could one-burst people from across the map. Because with Berserker at level 3, you would do double damage if you were not full health, and then the Bacta Bomb overhealed you, giving you 130 HP, and if you took any damage, the game system, according to the game system, you were not at full HP, so you would do double damage even though you're overhealed. And then with Adrenaline Stem, it was, a part of your loadout that you could activate at like any point with a very low cooldown to literally just heal yourself for the next like 6 or 7 seconds, where Bacta Bomb was a self-heal grenade, which is with a longer cooldown. And when that was in the game for less than a month, that was the most fun I've ever had. I just absolutely felt like a superhero. I was more powerful as a normal character with level 3 trait than I was as an actual hero like Han Solo or Boba Fett. I was more strong as just a scout trooper with an EE3 than I was as Boba Fett with an EE3 who had a fucking jetpack and a missile launcher. So, that's the 10. Battlefront 2 campaign is pretty damn good. I enjoyed it. And the multiplayer, yeah. Fallen Order, I want to play this game again. I really do. And these are nostalgia ratings. Anything with Mario except for Smash. Honestly, not a big Smash guy, unfortunately. But yeah, anything with Mario is just, it's it. Is this the first completed game where I don't have a rating? The Last of Us Part 2 is the hardest thing to rate in the whole world. Actually, for me, personally, it's this and Endgame. Avengers Endgame. Those are the 2 hardest things to rate. If I could, I'd put a 6.9 here, but I can't. There's no other number that I've come to a conclusion for. This should not have won Game of the Year, I'll tell you that much. I love the Tiger Woods games, and
I had trouble remembering which one was which specifically, and I wanted to have one of them as a 10. So I gave it to this one. Whichever one has the one where there was 30 achievements, and one of the achievements was to get like a certain amount of money online, and then one of the other achievements was to, you know what, I can find it right now. I show this video to people all the time. So, I'm playing in a quote-unquote online tournament. This was just a daily. All these people, you know, real people. I was TCG43, one of my better gamer tags. The leader was 23 under through 18. So, obviously, that's not physically possible. I need an eagle to tie. And then there'd be tie-breaking procedures. And the last hole is a par 5.
Hole 18.
Ooh. Yeah, so this is Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2010. Damn, I got a good memory.
Hole 18.
This is TPC Boston 2, which Tiger's won here so many times. I can carry it 327. I have a crown on my head. Let's go, champ! Scott Van Pelt, one of the best to ever do it. How far do I hit this? 362. Nice. I've got 7 iron in on a par 5, Pog. Look at this shot.
Oh, that hit the flag. Leave that flag alone.
What is this?
Oh, that hit the flag.
Like, this is the best thing ever. I lost my mind, and I was doing a live com on this, but I don't know what that video is called. I think it's on YouTube. At the last second, I switched to the right. It hits halfway up the flag and then spins around down like a fucking dancer. Double eagle to take the lead in the tournament by 1 shot, and I ended up winning. That was so satisfying. And then we have more footage. This is I think this is like a 100-footer. I don't know how far that was, but look at the scorecard. I'm 10 under through 6. Fucking 25 unders. I ended up choking. I think I shot like 23 under. I was pretty sad. But look at this. Look at the scorecard. Come on, load. Birdie, birdie, a hole in one on a par 4. Birdie, eagle, eagle. I was giving it to him. I was destroying. And then, yeah, so Circle of Life is to basically do everything in a round. It was 29 achievements, not 30. Feels bad, man. Look at that gamer picture. Fire. Was this online again? No, this is campaign. I did it, the Circle of Life, in 5 holes. Started out with a par. Joke. Hole in one. I think I made a bogey on accident. I'm pretty sure. There's literally no way to figure out. And then once I made the bogey, I was like, okay, this achievement is cake. Eagle to par 5. And then that actually ruined it. I should have gotten a birdie. That would have been the Circle of Life. But I ended up burning the 5th hole for the achievement. And does it pop? Nope. Okay. So Tiger Woods, fantastic franchise all around. Titanfall. I don't know if I have the energy to talk about Titanfall right now. Okay, so then we have On Hold. Yes. Okay, and then we have Dropped. Anything notable here? Bioshock 2, didn't like. Days Gone, oh no. Didn't like the Doom game. I'll try it again, maybe. Didn't like the Fables. For Honor, damn, that's $60 in the toilet. Kingdom Hearts. Andromeda, oh man, I didn't even think about that earlier. Oh, I gave Overwatch a 1 on console. The community is completely responsible for this rating. The community made this game literally unplayable. Pat and I actually made a bet on if I would install this game again and play it on console. This right here, uninstalled, this was all from a live stream. It's a 5.5 hour raw video of me playing. This is the very last time I had Overwatch installed on console. The community and the 11 players that you get to play with are completely responsible for that one. One of the best thumbnails ever, by the way. Soldier 76 with his back turn from the cinematic. You gotta give it to me on that one. Rare custom thumbnail usage. Look at this thumbnail. Look at this thumbnail. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this thumbnail. Oh my god. Okay, that's it. So that's for a different video too. I don't want to talk about Overwatch right now. Ooh, Sly 1. No. Ooh, that wasn't a good one either. Division 2, I got to level 30. I was like, okay, I beat the game. This is fun. The fucking bad guys like end up dropping a nuke and you fucking have to restart. I was like, nope, uninstall. Damn, I went right over Spider-Man, huh? What? Marvel Spider-Man. Please. Marvel Spider-Man 10, okay. Okay, so then the plan to play, if this game goes free, I'm downloading it. I need to play this game. I will not spend a penny on it. I want to play the remaster of these. Celeste, I played like one level, and then I feel like I'm going to need to relearn the game. I have a feeling that this is going to get a 10 once I finally do get into it. Cyberpunk. Oh man, good meme. Dangerous Driving, I want to play for sure. The Dead Space games for sure. I have this game. Fallout 3, I never got out of the vault. I have this game, I want to play it. I have this game, I want to play it. I have this game. I think I have this game. I think I have this game. I have this game too. I have this game. I have like all these games. Oof. Yeah, I do own. I'm pretty sure I own all 30 of these games except for Dangerous Driving and Cyberpunk and Crash and Bayonetta, and so I own like 25 of them. Oh man. I wanted to do this too, but I don't think I can. It's 3:43 in the morning. That's a sign. I've just gotten really tired. Is there anything else to toss in? I guess I'll see you on the next one. I've drawn a complete blank. Just talking about video games for like 45 minutes straight, and I don't even play them anymore.